So I think the confidence that I have, and I definitely have moments where I'm not. It comes from experience and success and failing. So I failed a lot, so I have confidence to know that failure is not the end of the world. I've succeeded a lot, so I know that I can do it. So I think just the proof and the evidence has led to that confidence. And then mindset's a big thing for me. I used to be like a roll up my sleeves, like I don't care if you get up and do your yoga and you're meditating and sit on your head and do the all the scribing. I'm just going to get up and work. So like my like mindset was I'll just outwork you, and mindset doesn't matter. And that helped a lot. That was huge for me. But there's I've seen and noticed and saw firsthand by myself and other people that there's a ceiling to that. Though you need to insert mindset at some point to get to that next level. And I feel like I talked about it in like 2020, 2021, but I didn't fully embrace it like inside. And around 2022, when I had seen a little bit more success and really fully embraced the mindset, like inside, not just talking about it, actually fully embracing it, that there's like, that mindset of abundance, and you don't have to step over somebody or stab them in the back to make money, like, the long-term benefits of win-win situations and all those things. I think I just eventually got it. I don't know, probably later than some, but I just saw enough evidence of it. And I saw people around me with that mindset and where they were. Like I had two conversations with billionaires, which is really crazy, like in-person conversations in 2020, like 6 months apart. And I felt like it was the first time I felt like I was living in a simulation because they were saying the exact same thing, almost like word for word, almost the exact same thing. And I'm like, their mindset is a million miles above mine, but they're both saying the same thing and they don't even know each other. So like there is more to this mindset thing. They weren't billionaire, they weren't special because they were billionaires. They were billionaires because they were special. And I think just that mindset thing, that really seeing it in person, like smacking me in the face over and over, that like this is a huge part of it. I fully embraced it. And once I did, like once I stopped like chasing money, and like obviously I'm in this for money, but really at first, once I started like chasing solutions and impact and foregoing money in the short term for the long term benefit, and not like trying to make money in every single interaction I had, it took a little bit of time. But after I truly did that, that's when I started to make more money than I did before when I was chasing money. So it's just really hard for me to say, hey, like, don't think of elephants, like, and to not think of like you're gonna like what you want is what you're gonna think about. It's really hard to train your brain to like have that like that delayed gratification. It's really hard to actually train your brain to that. But once you do, and you like fully believe that I'm going to leave this situation providing value and a solution, and I'm going to walk away without making any money, like the full circle that comes around to how much money you make. I just had seen it enough times that I'm an idiot. I'd be even bigger idiot not to actually fully embrace it.
Are there any special tactics or anything that you avoid in your life that allows you to have that mindset? Right? There's several things on social media that they, in the improvement sphere where stay away from this, wake up, like you mentioned, scribing, wake up early, hang out with a certain amount of friends so that have the same mindset as you. If they don't, eliminate them. Is there anything that you purposely avoid because you're on social media all the time? So
Yeah.
obviously social media can't be this detrimental thing because you seem to be winning, but what things do you just stay away from that ensure that you have a healthy mindset?
Yeah, I try to stay away from that negativity. But I think a lot of it's the environment that I work in every day. Like I see things on social media, and sometimes it affects me, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes somebody says something mean and I get pissy and snap back. Sometimes I just ignore it and kill them with kindness, kind of thing. But I think in general, it's just the environment, the culture that we've created around the office. Working with my friends is another huge benefit of that, right? Like I've seen people say, like, if your friends aren't making more money than you, then get rid of your friends. And like I can kind of see not hanging around people that don't have like I could see that to a certain degree. But and I've even said those kind of things, and then people like, well, why don't you bring up your friends with you? And I'm like, well, I do that. But I think the biggest thing for me is I've had those moments where like it was affected me, but like seeing that it's not the end of the world, and to think the things that people say and do, like what position do they, how do they have to be feeling to actually write that and type that out or say those things? It's like one of those things where like hurt people kind of thing. So it's just where they are. They're not like bad people. They're just hurting. So they're trying to misery loves company kind of thing. So I just think getting a perspective, I think that's my biggest attribute I would say is probably the best word, not superpower. I'm not that debaggy to say superpower, but like attribute. I saw a video on the other day, like so many people, and I'm going to word this wrong. They have like a perception, how they view the world is their perception, and it's true because it's how they view it, but it's not how the world is. Like just because that's how they view it and that's how it is to them, that's important, but that's not like removing yourself. But the word perspective means you can remove yourself from a situation and see a situation in totality by removing yourself from it and not viewing it through your lens, viewing it through a lens that's far away. And that's really hard to do. And I think that's the thing that's been the most beneficial for me is I'm able to remove myself from a situation and make tactical decisions and not let emotion get involved and really make decisions that most people don't or won't or can't. So I think that along with the social media, that goes along with that. And then also, like I mentioned, the culture and environment we have around here, just being goofy, being being silly. It's a good thing we don't have an HR department. We need to soon. We just had to talk about that. We definitely want to make sure everybody's feel and heard. But as far as just being goofy and silly, and it's a good environment to be in. And if I'm feeling down, I come to the office and I see my guys Matt or Kayola or Lucas being goofy with a beard, hitting a putt or just doing whatever, being silly around the office. It brings you up.
Yeah, perception definitely is your reality.
Make sure to like, comment, share, and most importantly, keep it uplifting.
Take it up, listen.